Hey, what's going on out there, guys? This is Wayne with Tri-County Locksmith, and today we got a CES profile cylinder. These things can have some issues if they're really old. The little retaining cap that's up here can kind of come apart and be a pain. This one here has no keys for it, and we basically rekey this the same way anyways. So basically what I like to do is take a little hook like this and just kind of pop this thing up like so. And we'll show you a couple different ways to go ahead and do this. Like you can see there's actually a hole specifically made for this purpose right here. Now that's if it all goes according to plan. You can go ahead and pop that off there. But half the time, if these are really old, you'll just crack this and break it, and then you won't have a cap to put back on here. So we'll show you a little trick for that too. I'm just going to dump this out right here. Some spool pins and all kinds of stuff. Then I usually just take a key blank and run it through there. Make sure that we've got everything out. See, there's one right there. Come on. Make sure that we got everything out of there. Also, if you've got a little compressed air, if you've got a, I don't have my thing, but you can blow a little compressed air in there too to get any of those extra last pins out of there. It looks like we've gone ahead and got it. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this in here. So I just stick my key in like so. Keep in mind that there is spring tension. So in order, you'll notice that if you're only in, if you're not in 100% of the way, you're not going to catch that lobe right here. And you can see now if I push it in all the way that it does turn that. However, if I let it out just a little bit, it will not catch that. So that's something you're going to have to keep in mind with these here. So I'm going to push that in all the way, make sure we're lined up, and start out with our first pin. What I like to do is check it, because sometimes you can be a number off. Like even if it would be a, I'm thinking that's what's going to happen here. Like say if we're trying to fit a number 4 pin in and this key says number 4, it's still not working, okay? So that means that there's a difference in tolerances. So what we'll need to do is get that pin out. Hopefully get it out of there. There we go. And then we'll just go, usually it'll be the next size down. So if we have a 4 and it's not a 4, then we're going to put a 3 in. And hopefully that will be it. And then that'll tell us the rest of the way exactly what we need to do. So you can see now we've got that in there. I go ahead and poke that down so that way you know you don't have too short a pin. So I'm acting as a top spring here. So if I can move that, we're good to go. Let's see here. So now I know that each number is going to be 1 down from that. And if I have a key blank that says that it calls for an O cut, it's not going to be compatible with this lock. So no O cuts are going to be compatible with this. So we'll just finish up. Go. These things are kind of a pain to deal with here, because you got to stuff each one down in there. You got to dump the whole cylinder, repack all the top springs, all the bottom springs. Really just kind of annoying, to be honest. Okay, and I forgot how many I put in there. Is that all of them? I can't even tell now. That's 3. 4, so we gotta do this one. 2, 3, 4. And every time you let that key pop back out, you're gonna have to retuck every single pin. So it's a good idea to just go ahead and keep it right in there. Okay. So then this one here came stuffed with a pretty nasty little spool pin, so we take note of that, and that way we'll know if we're trying to pick this lock. It's probably going to be a little grumpy to do. I'm going to load everything up before I take my key out, because it's a lot easier to find out where the error is as you're going and rebuilding the lock if you do have an error. Hopefully we've done everything right. We do not have anything like that. We're ready to go. And one more nasty, big nasty spool pin. Okay. So now, I'm going to put my finger on there, make sure this key works, pull it in, pull it out, make sure that key works in there. And then, let's say that we trashed our plastic piece here. I'll show you my little trick for that. Let's see what I have. This is screen stuff you'd put a screen in, like if you're like a screen door, screen window. I'll tilt that camera up there so we can see what we got going on. But I'm just going to lay that right in there. Take my knife, measure that right there, and pop that off. So now this screen backing material, or the screening material, I'm just going to tuck right in. And it should tuck in pretty easily. Both sides here. And that will hold your pins down in there. It will let everything operate correctly. And it's a nice, simple, easy repair if you broke the other plastic thing that came off of there. So there's a CES for you. For more information, tips, and tricks, check out the website below and check out wayneslockshop.com. Thanks for watching.